Hello and welcome. I'm EBINOTTI and today we are going to be working on my signature look. So I'm gonna do probably 3 different ones and then maybe you guys can help me decide which one will be my go-to signature look. So I'm not really playing around with any new makeup or anything today. I've got everything that I'm used to using. So I know I want to do something smoky. A little bit smoky perhaps, and that's it. So I'm starting off today with my Wet n Wild Prime Focus Primer Serum. I love this stuff. Ever since I tried it, I've been absolutely obsessed. And then for foundation today, I'm going to use the Essence Pretty Natural foundation. I'm mixing 2 different colors, color 70 Warm Cashew and color 40 Neutral Vanilla. I just realized I didn't bring any paper towel. I always forget paper towel. Why is that? I get excited for filming and then I just sit down and start filming. So I'm just going to take like a little kind of dot of that on the back of my hand. This is the lighter color, number 40. And we're gonna start off with that in the center of the face, and I'm just gonna see how much coverage. I don't want too much foundation today. I'll be using lots of concealer and stuff anyways, like I always do. So try to keep it light with the foundation. That's why I chose this foundation as well, because it is more of a natural foundation. And we're just gonna blend this all in. I'm using my beauty blender today. I absolutely love the Beauty Blender sponges. You don't have to get the Beauty Blender, like the Real Technique sponge is super affordable and that's a great sponge. The Quo sponges that you can get at Shoppers Drug Mart are awesome. I love those and they're much more affordable as well, though I feel like drugstore makeup isn't even like that affordable anymore. Does anyone else feel that way? It's way more expensive than it used to be. So all makeup has stepped its game up. I totally get it. Now just going in with number 70. I'm just gonna add this around the outer perimeter of the face for a little bit more coverage. I do kind of want like a natural skin look, but I want all of this covered up as well. So just taking one more squeeze of that and blending that all in. For concealer today, using the Maybelline Age Rewind Classic. It's pretty much always the same, and I've got some dark circles going on today. So I'm gonna cover those right on up. This stuff is so good if you have dark circles or anything like that. This is such a ride or die concealer for me. I'm gonna chisel out the jaw a little bit. Just going back in with the Beauty Blender. I'm gonna bring it up onto the eyelid as well to prime the eyes for eyeshadow. I just love the way this stuff brightens up the under eye, like bam, right away. My face a little bit dry today. That's why I love that primer as well, because if I am a little bit dry like today, it'll keep me from looking cakey, like, so my makeup doesn't set down quite so quickly. So I do love that primer for that. I'm gonna go in with another concealer. This is the one from SheGlam that I got from Shein. So because I want a little moisture under the eyes right now, it's looking a little dry. I'm gonna add this in just here, and on the outer corners, and then on the nose and the lip. So where I'm at in the springtime, it's still snowing on and off, so it's kind of like a weird, you can get all the seasons in one day where it's like totally a beautiful spring day and then you turn around and it's snowing and you're just like, okay then. So still doing a little bit of winter fashion over here. I have a new styling video coming for you guys that I'm really excited about. Just some basic outfit inspiration. I'm going to cream contour today now with the Wet n Wild contour stick. Love this one. Can't get enough of it. Putting it in all the usual places. contouring the chin. And then going in with a BH Cosmetics brush, we are going to blend this out. Yeah, so still doing some winter fashion up here. Not surprising because it's only the end of March and sometimes we get snow right through till May. And that's just how it goes, you know what I mean? When you're way up in northern Canada. It's actually kind of nice though because you really get to wear your winter stuff, and I love the layering of winter. It can be a little bit stressful to make sure like all of your layers are matching, and then when you get hot and when you get cold, like taking off layers and stuff like that. So planning out sort of the outfit practically, especially if you're going to be out doing multiple things that day, it can be a little bit challenging. So hopefully this video helps you guys. I do love fashion and I love styling my outfits. So when my face is a little bit dry like this, it takes a little bit longer to blend out things like cream contour. Don't get discouraged, just keep blending. That's my advice for you, is just keep on trucking. Another thing that you can do that's really good too is not place down all of your cream contour at the same time. Just do it section by section. That can really help you out if you're struggling with it, maybe like sticking or anything like that, or lifting your foundation or your concealer in some places. Just be careful with stuff like that. Oh shit, I just remembered I totally forgot to put my rings back on. If you catch my janky nails right now, I apologize. I have all these rings I was gonna put on so it looks like super cute, and then they're in my pocket. I totally forgot. So I'm not gonna stop blending this contour because it really does have like a bit of a time frame on it. So I'm gonna finish this and then I will put my rings back on for you guys. Everything that I'm wearing will be linked down below if you guys are interested. Make sure when you're doing this too that you really take a minute to like look up close in your mirror and make sure everything is blended in, because once these cream products are set down, you won't have a chance to blend any harsh lines out. So you just want to take the time, make sure everything's looking good around your hairline, nose, jawline, that kind of thing. Yeah, a little bit drier than maybe I wanted to be today, but that's fine. That just means that we will need less powder to set this down. Let's do that now. So I'm going to go in with my She Glam. This is a baking powder that I got in a color called light pink. So it's not really pink, but it's got like a nice luminosity to it and a brightening effect that I love. It goes really nicely with that concealer that we used from them as well. So I'm just going to do one final press with our beauty blender and then go straight in with that powder. We're going to bake under the eyes and down the nose. Around the mouth. And then I'm going to get a little bit more of that powder. Oh god, I'm almost out. Jeepers. And going with a fluffier brush. So I used a kabuki brush to set it, and then I'm going to use this fluffier brush to cut out the jaw. And then to set the face, the rest of the face, I'm going to use, this is the wrong one. I'm going to use this powder from Makeup Revolution in the color Lace. I'm going to use a big fluffy brush from BH Cosmetics. Okay. Oh my god, I just realized that I didn't autofocus this. I hope it was good that whole time. Anyways, for bronzer today, I'm going to use the Milani bronzer that I have been absolutely loving to death for months now. Okay, I'm not going to do blush right now until I see where we go with this eye look. So I'm going to move you guys in a little bit and let's get into this eye look. I'm just using my Hard Candy lip gloss because my lips are feeling very dry. I got this one in No Photos Please. I love the Hard Candy glosses. If you guys haven't tried them, I recommend. I highly anyways, moving on. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a couple of blending brushes here, a packing brush, maybe another packing brush, and where is my smudgy under the eye brush? Okay, we'll start with that. So I'm gonna use a Violet Voss palette today. This one here, this is the Pro palette in my Holy Grail. And I'm feeling it because that's how I feel about it as well. I'm going to start out with Bestie, which is cool because my bestie totally gave me this palette. That works, doesn't it? Yes. Okay, and I'm just going to throw this into the crease. I'm not going to spend like too much time figuring out this signature look today. I'm just going to kind of wing it and see what happens. And then for the next one, I kind of have an idea of what I want to do. I'm just not sure if these are gonna suit me or if it's gonna be sort of like easy enough to pull off and call a signature look. That's gonna be the key too. It's not just how good it looks, but how much work it is to pull off. You know, I don't want my signature look, something I just throw on a night out or whatever, an event, to be something that takes me like 3 hours to do. Those are fun, but not practical. So going with something sort of practical today, which is why I'm just throwing that into the crease, very simply blowing it out just a little bit out here. I do have a lot of space in my upper crease, so I'm gonna pull it out a little bit in these corners. Still just tapping into Bestie. Taking that pretty high up to the brow and just a little bit on the outside of the lids. Okay, then I want to go into this one. Are You Kidding Me? It's just a little bit deeper, same brush. And put that in the same place, just a little bit tighter. Going up a little higher, out a little farther. Okay, now I know I want this to go in like a pinky direction. I'm just not exactly sure yet. So before we go in that direction, I'm gonna go into a smaller brush, pretty much the exact same thing, and I'm gonna play back and forth from Teddy to Brownie Point. So I'm gonna start with Teddy because it's a little bit darker, and then I'm gonna go into Brownie Points. Taking this more into a V. Keeping it nice and lifted on the outer corner. Do the same thing on the other side. Just look at it. Okay, and then I'm just gonna flick away any fallout underneath. There's not very much with this palette. It's a great palette, but I just want to keep the lines nice and crisp. So lifting out here, lifting. Okay, that's looking cute. Just needs some blending. Going back into the bigger brush with nothing else on it, just gonna blend those edges around. Cute. Okay, now I'm going to go in with an angled brush, just like this, and use that same teddy bear shade. I like the sort of purpliness of it. So I'm going to draw it just along the lash line, nice and tight. I'm going to do the same on the top lash line, just to darken it up along the line. Then going back in with the big blending brush, I'm just going to go around the edge like this. It doesn't really have anything on this brush right now, that's why I'm using it. I just want to soften up the edges before we go in again under the eye. So we're going to backtrack a little bit. I'm going to go into Are You Kidding Me? Really load my brush up with that and create the contour. Just mixing in a little bit of Bestie here as well. Okay, so I'm liking the depth of this right now. I think for this right this second, we're gonna leave it here. So this is what I love so much about a look like this, is you can leave it completely matte like this and just throw on a wing, maybe even some black eyeliner if you want to really get it smoky. But you could just throw on a wing and some mascara, no lashes, and boom, go. This is such a look that you could build up, which we're gonna do a little bit of, because I said I wanted this to go in a pink direction, and we're not doing black and pink today, but I do want to add some shimmer into the lid. So I'm going to go into this shade right here, Cool Beans. I'm just going to press it into the lid. Ooh, that's very, very, very pretty. And then same thing on the other side. And then just blend this edge out. I'm just wiping off the products. I don't want to move shimmer everywhere. I don't want to go too pinky with this, so I think I'm going to stick to my Milani blush. I'm just going to sit that right in between the bronzer and what is about to be the highlight. Cool. If I had more time today, I would totally do like a full freckle with this. I think that would be so adorable. I'm going to, before I decide what kind of eyeliner I'm going to do, I'm going to go throw my brows on. So I'll be back in just a second. Don't you love when you forget to hit the record button? I know I sure do. Let's throw a wing onto this. So the only thing you guys missed was the highlighter. I just wanted to use just a basic highlighter today, so I used one from Essence. Okay, I'm gonna try out, ooh, I kind of like this. It's lip balm with like a nude in the middle. Give me 1 second. How about this nude? It's a little purpley, something warmer. Oh, okay, I grabbed a couple. I really like the brown liner, kind of acting as our color. So I'm just gonna bring it in a little bit. And then Fenty Gloss Bomb is like my favorite lip gloss. It's like my actual lip color, so this would look amazing. I have one from BH Cosmetics that's like a little too pinky, but it would go. It would go. I think I'm gonna go with this one from MAC called Kinda Sexy. It's matte. Yes. It's a matte lipstick, and I think it'll, ooh, it's a little, let's see, hold on. Okay, and then back in with the liner. Love, 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 love. Okay. This turned out really pretty. A little dramatic, but I like it. It's a little dramatic for every day, but I do like it. I think it's so cute. Brows are getting a little crazed. This would obviously look amazing with like a half lash on the outer corner. I'm not going to throw a lash on today, but that would look nice added in. So what do you guys think? On a 1 to 10 scale, what do you think about this for a signature look? I feel like so many things here, the way that we use browns, like warm brown tones, and then that sort of teddy bear brownie purple color could easily be changed from any sort of warm brown tones to anything else. Like you could use the deep reds, the purples, even like a neutral purpley gray kind of look would look really pretty, and then just switch up the tones to go with it. But I love the depth of it, the 1, 2, 3 aspect where we kind of build up that color in the crease. So I love it so much. Thank you guys for hanging out. I really hope you enjoyed this one. If you have any questions or anything like that, leave it down in the comment section for me. Everything will be linked, all the products that I used today, in the description box for you. Make sure you check out other videos here on the channel while you're here. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already and you want to see more content from me. Again, thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I will see you on the next video.